All right, today we're diving into a really big idea. We're talking about a proposal for a single digital marketplace that could completely change the game for a huge part of India's financial system, the world of microloans.
And when I say huge, I am not kidding. We are talking about a $43 billion industry. This isn't some small niche market. No, this is a fundamental pillar of the economy for millions and millions of people. The scale is just wow.
And this industry serves a very specific and incredibly important group of people. This isn't Wall Street stuff. This is about local communities, villages, and neighborhoods. And get this, an incredible 99% of these loans go to women, many from low-income households. So this is a critical engine for empowerment and stability.
Okay, so if this industry is so massive and so vital, what's the problem? If it's such a powerful tool, why are we talking about a massive overhaul? Well, that's the billion-dollar question, isn't it?
It turns out the whole system is kind of spluttering. It's bogged down by what the source material calls frictions, these major roadblocks and inefficiencies that are keeping it from being what it could be. Let's dig into what those are. So it really comes down to three big issues. First, it's actually expensive for the lenders to get the money they need to lend out. Second, the whole system runs on physical cash, which is slow, costly, and inefficient. And finally, and this is a big one, borrowers have almost zero visibility. Just imagine needing a loan and pretty much having to take the very first offer you get, with no idea if a better, fairer deal is available just down the road. So, to fix all this, the proposal lays out this really bold new vision, a single, unified digital marketplace. And this isn't just a minor tweak. We're talking about a complete reimagining of the entire system from the ground up.
At its heart, the idea is actually pretty simple. It's one platform that does two main things. For you, the borrower, it's a place where you can finally see competing offers and pick the best one. And for the lenders, it's a place to issue loans digitally and, this is key, get access to more capital by refinancing those loans almost instantly. For the person actually taking out the loan, this is a total game changer. The whole process flips from take it or leave it to a model that's all about choice. You apply online, you get to see different offers from different places, and you pick the one that's right for you. It's a perfect example of how technology can put the power back in the hands of the consumer.
Okay, but how do you get all these different banks and lenders and investors to play nice together on one platform? Well, you need a common language, right? A universal standard. And in this system, that secret sauce has a name: ACTUS.
Probably the easiest way to think about ACTS is like a USB port, but for finance. Remember, before USB, every single gadget had its own weird, clunky plug. It was a mess. USB standardized all of it. Well, ACTS does the exact same thing for financial contracts. It creates one universal standard so that a loan from one place can be perfectly understood by any other part of the system instantly. No more translation needed.
And the difference this makes is, well, it's night and day. On one side, you have the old way, fragmented, manual, all based on cash. And on the other, the ACTUS way, standardized, automated, and totally digital. This isn't just a little upgrade. It's a fundamental shift in how the whole machine works. So what does this universal language actually do? Well, for starters, it makes loan terms readable by computers, which automates everything from payments to refinancing. It creates this super transparent, auditable trail that big investors can actually trust. And by putting records on-chain on a secure, shared digital ledger, it makes them basically tamper-proof. It's all about building efficiency and, maybe even more importantly, trust right into the system's DNA. Now here's the really beautiful part of this whole idea. It's not a zero-sum game where if one person wins, another has to lose. Nope. By fixing those core problems with a standard system, it creates a positive result for every single person involved.
It's a true win-win-win situation. Borrowers win because they get more choices and better, fairer loans. The lenders, the microfinance institutions, they win because they can get cheaper capital, which lets them help more people. And investors, they win by getting access to a whole new, trustworthy, and understandable asset class. It just feeds on itself in the best possible way.
So when you step back and look at the whole thing, you start to see what this all adds up to. This is about so much more than just better loans. It's about fundamentally reshaping what financial inclusion even means in the digital age. This line from the source material really just nails the grand vision here. The goal is to transform microfinance into a digitally coordinated, investor-ready marketplace. It's about taking this vital sector and bringing it into the 21st century. And the ultimate result?
The big payoff is twofold. First, you get stronger financial inclusion. That means getting more capital to the people who need it most, but on better terms. And second, you get a stronger, more resilient system overall because it's more transparent, more efficient, and just plain more robust.
Which, of course, leaves us with one last really big thought. If a universal standard like this can revolutionize a $43 billion industry in India, what could it do for other markets around the world? It makes you wonder, could a universal language for finance be the key that finally unlocks financial inclusion for everyone, everywhere?